Yesterday, a man named George Sodini went into a women's aerobic class, turned off the lights, and began spraying the room with bullets. He killed 3 women and injured 9 more before turning the gun on himself. Like everyone else in the world, this fucker kept a blog. In it, he whined about how women, for some reason, refused to date him. And one quote basically said that because he was fairly good looking, clean shaven, wore cologne, and yet 30 million women, this is what he said, 30 million women had rejected him over a period of 18 to 25 years. The reason he came up with this number because he said that was his rough guesstimate of how many attractive single women there were in, I suppose, the world. Okay, let's look at this for a minute. Let's try to follow this asshole's logic. Let's see here. I'm not available. I'm married. I'm not single. But if I were, how big would my dating pool be in the entire country? Let's see here. I'm bisexual. That might skew it a little higher. Let's see. According to the Census Bureau, there are about 5,372,000 single men in the country right now. Let's say about 10% of those are gay, so roughly 5 million straight or bisexual men. For women, I'm going to just make a wild guess and say there's about 1 million gay or bisexual women who are not dating anyone at the moment. Now, that means about 6 million people. So should I be upset because 6 million strangers would not theoretically date me if I were single? No, because the 6 million strangers do not owe me anything. Nothing. Just because someone exists, our population exists, does not mean that they should be dating you. And another thing is the guy had an extreme version of what I call nice guy syndrome, which is, I've run into this many times before, which is a person who thinks that, well, I'm a nice guy, I'm not an alpha, I'm not an asshole, I don't cheat on women. Why won't it, it's like, why won't she date me? Well, usually people who think, they think that because they know me and I'm a girl and they like me and they're not actively an idiot, I owe them something. I should be going out with them. Most of these people do not actually have the balls to ask you for a date. They just think they deserve one. I kind of hesitate to tell this story because this was many years ago and the person who did this has now since grown up. But about early 90s, 92, a friend of mine, he kind of fit this description, decided to write the beginning of a detective novel. He wrote the beginning of this novel to make me the corpse because I would not go out with him. This is the absolute truth. I did not make this up. He made a fictionalized version of me, cut her up with a Ginsu knife, and stuffed the fake me in garbage bags. And let me tell you something. It's a good thing I'm a sick-ass bastard because I thought that was hilarious. I did not even get upset. For one thing, the characterization was fucking awful. So, this is the extreme version of this mentality leads to a guy shooting up an entire room full of women because they're not giving him any attention. You're not owed any attention. You have to make attention some other way besides shooting people. And by the way, if anyone is watching this video and thinking, well, the guy didn't have sex since 1990, he was just frustrated, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Women have never gone, as far as I know, a woman has never gone on a shooting spree because she couldn't get laid. She probably just bought some makeup or a vibrator. So, George, you dead, dumbass motherfucker. I cannot be sorry that you're dead, but I sure am sorry you took 3 other people with you.